Hello dear students, welcome to YouTube channel of NIRS of class 7 science. Dear students, in the previous class I was explaining about the line graph, how to represent the given information on a graph sheet of paper. Okay, so previously I was explaining about the how to mark the points along the x-axis and along the y-axis on a graph. Okay, sheet of paper. So here, so till then we have explained mark the points on the graph paper to represent each set of values for the distance as well as time. Okay, so and whatever the observations have been recorded in serial number 1 to 6 in table 13.6 shows which shows the time covered, the time taken to cover the distance. Okay, so that we have to represent all those values. Beginning it starts with 0 in the 0 time, 0 distance has been covered, so it the point remains at the origin itself. Okay, after 1 minute the car has moved 1 kilometer distance. Okay, that you have to represent on the graph again. So draw the line point along the x-axis and along the y-axis parallel to each other, and so that will be marked as 1. Okay, on both x-axis and y-axis. Same thing you have to express. Okay, for the 2 minutes it covers a distance of 2 kilometer. Again you draw a parallel line in x-axis and as well as y-axis, and they coincide at a one point. Okay, so like that the point where the two lines they intersect, okay, represents the set of values on the graph. Okay, so similarly mark the other values also on the graph sheet of paper, the points corresponding to different sets of values. Okay, similarly in this manner go on marking them. Okay, so that figure 13.13 shows the set of points on the graph corresponding to different positions of the car at various point times. Okay, the figure 13.13 shows the different set of points, okay, on the graph corresponding to the positions of the object of the car at various times. So what is the position of the car at various time minutes? So that is shown. If the distance time graph is a straight line, see, look at the diagram here, you can see the distance time graph, it has become a straight line when you marked all those set of values for distance traveled in a given minute of time. Okay, so if it is a straight line, it indicates that the object is moving with a constant speed. Remember all of you, once again it is very very important. If the distance time graph is a straight line, if you get a straight line in the distance time graph, then it indicates that the object or that particular vehicle is moving in a with a constant speed. However, if the speed of the object keeps changing, then graph can also be changing. So that can change of any shape. Okay, so now it is moving with a constant speed. So if the graph changes means if there is a change in the speed means automatically the graph also changes. Okay, so next, generally the choice of scale is not as simple as given example which is given above. Okay, so you have to think of the given information, based on that you have to decide the scale. So we have to choose two different scales to represent the desirable quantities on the x-axis as well as y-axis. We have to choose what? Two different scale we have to choose to represent the desired quantities. Okay, on the x-axis as well as y-axis. So let us try to understand this process with an example. How to represent the different desired quantities along the x-axis and y-axis. Okay, so now let us again consider the motion of the bus that took Paheli and her friends to the picnic. So let us take the example of the bus which the motion of the bus which took the Paheli to and her friends to a picnic. Okay, so here time is given and the distance traveled in each half an hour. So she has marked there. So the distance covered and time taken by the bus are shown in table 13.5. Already it has been given. Okay, so the total distance covered by the bus in all is 80 kilometer. So if you decide to choose a scale, we have to take 1 kilometer is equal to 1 centimeter. Suppose 1 centimeter equal to you have to take 1 kilometer. Okay, we shall have to draw an axis of length 80 centimeter. Means if you take 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer, you must have a drawing sheet of paper which when you draw the axis, the length of that axis should have 80 centimeter, means 80 boxes. Is it possible to have such boxes and such a big sheet of paper? So this is not possible to on a sheet of paper, because 80 centimeters means 80 boxes. It's not possible. Hardly we in the king size notebook you will get 10 to 12 boxes or 14 boxes. So up to 16 you may get, not 80. It's very difficult. It's not possible to represent it on a sheet of paper. So on the other end, a scale of 10 kilometer is equal to 1 centimeter would require the axis of length only 8 centimeter. Okay, the length of the axis should be only 1 centimeter, 8 centimeter, and 1 centimeter should be taken as 10 kilometer. Instead of taking 1 kilometer is equal to 1 centimeter, you must take 10 kilometer equal to 1 centimeter. Okay, so that you have to consider. So this scale is quite convenient, because you can take, see, large distance can be covered in within a short gap of the paper. I mean, within a short space you can cover it, because 1 centimeter means 10 kilometer. So 8 centimeter means 80 kilometer. Yes, can you explain it? Can you draw it on a graph sheet or not? Yes, easily. It's a very convenient. So however, the graph may cover only the small part of the graph paper. Okay, so some of the points to be kept in mind, so while choosing the most suitable scale for drawing a graph. Okay, some of the points you have to keep it in mind when you're choosing the choosing the most suitable scale for the drawing a graph. Okay, what is that? The difference between the highest and the lowest values of each quantity. So whenever the quantities have been given, you have to find the differences between highest and lowest values of the each quantities you have to consider, and the intermediate values of each quantity also, middle value of each quantity also should be taken, so that with a scale chosen, it is convenient to mark the values on the graph. Okay, so that with the help of convenient values, you can mark the values on the graph. Okay, you have to take, that's why intermediate value. Okay, means middle values. So to utilize the maximum part of the paper, in order to use all the part of the paper, so on which the graph sheet is drawn. Okay, so suppose we have a graph sheet of paper of size 25 centimeter to 25 centimeter. One of the scales which meets the above conditions and can accommodate the data as per the table 13.5 is distance 1 centimeter equal to 5 kilometer, and time 1 centimeter is equal to 6 minutes. Now you can draw the distance time graph for the given motion of the bus. Okay, so is that graph drawn by you is similar to that one which is done in figure 13.13, that is straight line motion? No. So just you think about this concept, and let us explain about this concept. Let me explain this concept in tomorrow's class. Thank you and have a nice day.